Hey everybody, Mike Steele here with Barbecue Champs Academy live, and we have got a great show lined up for you tonight. Two special guests. One is red hot off the American Royal Open, won the World Championship there, Mr. Jordan Kirkpatrick, and he also was the newly crowned KCBS Team of the Year. We've got him in the house tonight. We're going to hear all about his journey into barbecue, and then I guess barbecue's most beloved barbecue couple. We've got Michelle Martinez here. Adam challenged her to a little duel this past weekend. It didn't work out so well for him, and Michelle was very nice and very polite all week and just kind of let him do his smack talk, and then she showed up and showed out and put him in his place and took him to the woodshed on Saturday, and Adam didn't feel too good afterwards. So anyway, it's always great to have Michelle on. She has been on the show a couple times, and we'll get to hear about AMP and what they've got going on, and Adam said it's not over, so he's going to call her out again before the end of the year. Anyway, as y'all come on, please let us know. We always like to know who we've got, where you're from, everything else. We got three right now in the room. First of all, we got Mr. Gordon Thompson in Cleveland, Ohio, all the way across the pond in Australia, Luke Armstrong. Thank you, brother, for being here. Luke, I know I got a chance to meet you last year at the World Food Championship. Let me know if you are going to be coming again this year. I'm going to try to get over there and do some filming with Aaron Leslie and Sterling Smith. As well, a couple of our cooks from Barbecue Champs, and going to go behind the scenes there. So if you're there, Luke, please let me know. Emlyn, thank you for joining us all the way from Marietta, Ohio. Mr. Bobby Stewart, come on, buddy. Glad you joined us tonight. Steve, we appreciate you being with us. Well, we know who this young lady is. Allie, congratulations on a absolutely outstanding season for you and Jordan. And y'all had quite the journey, so congratulations. Steve, thank you for being. Looking forward to Adam eating some crow tonight. Yeah, we're gonna see how much crow he eats. So he definitely dished it out. So he definitely is gonna be eating some crow. Darren, thank you for being with us, man. I can't remember if you got Grand or Reserve. I'm pretty sure you got one of them. I know you did really well, and congratulations. On a great weekend, man. It looked like you had a good weekend of cooking. It looks like you put together some stuff that's been doing really, really well for you. Let's see. Thank you. It was an awesome year. I can only imagine the rush that was coming down to the end, especially when you got somebody named Brad Laniger that's right behind you the whole way, knowing you cannot slip. So the pressure of that alone, with that giant being behind you, probably made it a little intense coming down the stretch. So, but congratulations again. Anthony, thank you for being with us all the way from Houston, Texas, not too far from us. And I hope everybody's been enjoying this weather. I know it has been absolutely phenomenal here the last couple of days. Finally, the blistering heat's gone away, and we're starting to get those cool nights. I don't really want to hear anybody complaining that it's cold, because after this past winter or summer that we had with these blistering 100-degree days, it's nice to get a little bit of relief. Finally, we get some fall weather in here. Let's see what he got. RGC, thanks to Barbecue Champs. Well, brother, we appreciate it, and we always appreciate you giving us shout-outs and everything. Man, you have really gotten things turned around and are doing really good, and it's always great to see our alumni that have been out there taking classes and getting out there and doing good. So congratulations, man, on a job well done this weekend. Let's see. What's up, Chris from Connecticut? That's awesome. Let's see what Luke had to say. Not this year, mate. We're 100% committed to wrapping up Team of the Year over here. Next year, we will be back to the United States. Well, man, that's great. Lucas, keep me informed on that Team of the Year deal. And, we've been trying to get you on our show. I've got so much stuff going on that I've got a list a mile long of folks that we keep trying to get in. So I need to get you on our show one day, and it'd be great to get some cookers from Australia on here as well. So anyway, if anybody else has come in and you hadn't popped in where you're at, please do so. We always like to get a chance to talk with everybody and let them know where they're from, and also, once again, as we always do tonight, and our guests are on, you can certainly ask them questions and things like that. Don't forget, at the end of the show, we've got a barbecue trivia question. It's going to get an all access to our backyard barbecue class. We got 20 classes that's in there. And so whoever gets the question right is going to get those classes either added to your account if you already have bought classes from us before. If you have not, I will set up a class and we will give you our 20 championship backyard barbecue classes. So that'll come up here toward the end of the show. Let's see what he says. Wrong one. Not this year. Okay, you already got that one. This is the one I was looking for. I've got 3 weeks of cooking left. And then that's it. That's awesome, man. Keep me informed and let me know how you do, buddy. Who else we got? All right, from Avondale, Arizona. Glad you're with us today as well. Well, I don't want to give up too much of the time. We're going to go ahead and real quick thank our partners. We couldn't do what we do without Dustin at the barbecue store. First of all, I want to give a shout out to all those that made the pro team. Dustin released that information a couple hours ago. So congratulations to all those that made that. I think I saw Amp Cookers on there. Michelle will give me a nod if that's right. So, yeah, I thought they were on there. Several teams that I recognize, a lot of them I did. So congratulations to all of them. Also, we want to thank David with Gunnar Wilhelm Knives, some of the best knives in the industry. Miss Gail with Daigle's Barbecue Sauces and Rubs. And last but not least, Raider Red Meats down in Lubbock, Texas. Carry about any and everything that you could possibly ask, especially when it comes to Prairie Fresh. They got some great stuff. So, without further ado, let's get over to our guest. First of all, we got to bring in the champ himself, Mr. Jordan Kirkpatrick with Janky Leg Barbecue. Good, buddy. Glad to have you with us tonight, and congratulations on an absolutely unbelievable year.
Thanks for having me, man.
And then last but not least, we got to bring in Michelle Martinez with Amp Cookers. Hey, sweetie, how are you doing tonight? Uh-oh, can't hear you, Michelle. Unmute. That's all right.
Sorry, doing
there
well.
We go. That's good. That's good. So I'm glad that you was able to join us this week. It was kind of special. You know, we love you and Adam and you guys are just so much a part of barbecue for Texas, especially as a husband and wife team. Jordan, you may not know, but they got married at a barbecue competition last year. So
we hosted a barbecue competition.
Oh, that's right. You hosted it. That's right. That's what it was. So anyway, they're really good and love them to death. And Adam, he's learning. You know, has it been a year yet, Michelle? Or it's right at a year, isn't it?
Almost November the 12th.
Yeah. November the 12th. Well, you know, congratulations, happy anniversary. Adam will learn. You just keep beating on him the way you are and straighten him out, and he'll learn. He'll back off. So. But congratulations on a great cook-off for you, and we'll get into some of the details because I was trying to wonder, like, why is Adam doing all this to you? I couldn't understand it, so we'll hear the story behind that. But let's go back to Mr. Jordan. Jordan, since you kind of our newest guest and we've never had on the show before, tell us a little bit about you and how long you've been cooking. And the name Janky Leg to me is pretty cool name. So maybe get to the end of it and tell us a little bit about how you came up with the name Janky Leg.
So I am from Benton, Illinois, which is about an hour and 20 minutes or so from St. Louis. Been cooking since 2018. It's me and my wife, Allie, and then a friend of ours. His nickname is Teen Wolf, but real name is Aaron Thomas. Everyone in barbecue knows him as Teen Wolf. And then our 4-year-old son, Hayes, is with us pretty well every weekend. And then my 18-year-old son, he is with us part-time. He is in college, and he only comes whenever he is forced to.
I got you.
No, we've been cooking since 2018, like I said. Started out about like everybody else. I'm in car sales, and I worked for a dealership, and guy that I worked with, he and I kind of got into it. Did a backyard contest, just really because we kind of had the bug and was watching pit masters, cooking every weekend, just kind of around the house, summertime, around the pool, drinking beer and whatnot. But yeah, we went and we had signed up for the comp, and I decided that I had to have this smoker. I found a smoker on Marketplace. It was about an hour from us, and it was on like a golf cart tires. And anyway, went and bought it, and I mean, we didn't know what we were doing. This
Right.
thing smoked from every orifice but the stack, you know.
Right.
And so we go to this barbecue contest. We drive there. We have everything loaded up. I think we bought an axe on the way there from Walmart to Splitwood. That's
Wow.
how
Right. Right.
so, yeah, so we went and we got to the comp, you know, dark. I drove, I think it was maybe an hour and a half. I don't exactly remember the exacts, but we get there, and as we go to push the smoker off the utility trailer, the front leg snaps off of it.
Oh no.
It causes a big ruckus, you know, and first off, we were already intimidated. We pull in there, and there's all these big trailers, and we're like, we do not belong here.
Right. Yeah.
And then, of course, we draw attention to us, and I was as red as this on my shirt, you know. And,
Right.
so anyway, we cooked, and we didn't. Me and Allie were dating at the time, so it was close to her hometown. So she was really tipping them back and having a really good time, and I was trying to be focused, not knowing what I'm doing, but
Right.
yeah. Anyway, the whole day, like I said, this thing, we didn't know how to run a clean fire. I mean, every time we opened it up, I'd turn around, had water coming out my eyes. Probably should have went and got some goggles or something. But yeah, the whole day, Janky for us, you know, was poor condition, pretty much, piece of shit.
Right.
And that's pretty much what I called it the whole day. I mean, I was just like, I hate this thing. It won't even stand up on its own. Like, so we ended up, when it was all said and done, I was hot, she was drunk, I was ready to go, you know. So I was like, I'm ready to trailer. And
Quote of the night: I was hot, she was drunk.
I'm ready to get this thing loaded so we can get out of here.
Right.
And I was walking to the trailer to get my truck, and they had started awards, and I heard them call our team name, and I was like, what? Well, then I turn around and try to get back there. I go to get back to the awards, and I'm like, hey, you guys called us. And he was like, hey, buddy, your girlfriend already grandstanded you. She's up here dancing with a trophy. I was like, of course she was. So, yeah, so anyway, we made the trip home. Trip was awful. We busted belts on our trailer tires, busted ratchet straps. I mean, everything was just chaotic. And we got home. We were sitting in our driveway, and she was probably coming off of her drunken stupor. And I was like, you know, as bad as that was pretty fun.
Right.
And I was like, I think I want to do it. And I was like, but I don't know about our name. I think it was like a Little Smoky or something like that was the team name. I was like, I don't think I want that if we sign up. You know, I looked at KCBS.
Right.
She's like, well, how about Janky Leg? And I was like, yep, that's it. And it was a little more R-rated at the Jack. A couple years ago, the announcer had asked me, and we had just won chicken at the Jack, so I was really hyped up. And he was asking me, and I kind of got a mouth like a sailor most of the time. And it was a little more, rough around the edges.
I got you.
Yeah,
So the first cook that you cooked, you're putting everything up. You hear your name. What did you get a walk in?
Pork.
You got a walk in. Was it a KCBS competition?
No.
Okay.
No, it was a beer drinking competition.
It's a beer drinking competition.
I think Allie won. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure she was the GC that day.
I got you. Okay, so you had a pork call at your first competition. All right. What meats did you cook? Did you cook all the standard
It was chicken ribs and pork.
chicken ribs and pork? Okay, that's pretty cool, man. To go to your first one and get a call, that's absolutely awesome. So now, was the pit name Janky Leg? Is that what I'm?
Well, after that, the pit was awful.
Right,
Well,
right.
I don't know if it had a name or not, but Janky Leg Barbecue is what I had just basically said. Janky, called it Janky, and then obviously the front tire was broke off, so Janky Leg.
Janky Leg. That is hilarious.
Yeah, so that's pretty much That's pretty much how it went down.
how you got into it. That's
Yeah.
it's always fun them first stories the way some of the cooks go and somebody gets hammered to dog snot and they don't know which ends up or down. So that's pretty cool, man. So from there, I mean, when did you really start? Okay, you had fun and you said you wanted to start taking things more serious. When did you really start? Okay, we're going to get serious and start getting into KCBS competitions, which that's obviously what's up around Illinois. So
Yeah. So right after that, maybe a few months after that, we did our first KCBS competition. And I was like, just about like everybody. I didn't know about barbecue champs at the time, but
right, right,
YouTube and
yeah,
barbecue right. And I pretty much was an awful employee. I just watched barbecue videos all the time after that.
right. That's the way it gets.
Yeah, so we did that, and our first competition we went and we got beat like a drum, and that continued on a couple comps, But
Right.
I think our first year we did maybe 4 KCBS comps, and then our second year I think we did 7 or 8. I'm just guessing.
I got you.
And then from like 2020 on, we did 20 plus. Last year we did 34, 35, and then this year I think we did 43 or 44.
Wow, that's a lot of cooking, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, everybody. Here's my tardy slip. Okay, Stephen, glad you're with us, brother. Well, man, that is absolutely great that, your journey, if you come a long ways from 2018 to 2023, you've got a Jack World Champion in chicken. You got a, Team of the Year, obviously just finished up. You was American World Champion. Man, that's quite a deadgum accomplishment in such a short period of time. So congratulations to you and Allie. Y'all are well deserving, and looks like y'all are having a lot of fun doing it. And it's really cool that you can bring your family out. That's one thing I always tell people that are kind of new into this. And I was like, barbecue it's just about a big family. Mm-hmm. And it's really even better when you can get all your family involved in it, as far as I'm concerned. So we see a lot of teams, look at Philip Breeden and Little Reed and, Anna and Scotty Bryce and gotten Cruz into it, and, Robert Smith and Coda. They're going to be our future pit masters, and I don't want to cook against them. I'm glad I'm getting old enough. Maybe by then I'll be long gone. So anyway, but it's really pretty cool to see that kind of stuff. So, that's anybody got any questions for Jordan? Pop them in the comments. We'll be glad to ask him. And we're going to switch on over here and go ask Michelle a little bit what's been going on in her life. So we know married life is approaching in about 12 days. We got our first year anniversary under us. And I know you and Adam used to cook under separate team names. So now y'all have kind of come together under Amp Cookers. And I think we're all just kind of wanting to know what got the wild hair up Adam last week to just really start calling you out. I think at first we was like, oh, okay, he's having fun, blah, blah, blah. And, man, all of a sudden it was like every day there was a post about he's fixing to be a beat down and blah, blah, blah. Michelle let Adam know he embarrassed me. So what brought all that on?
I don't know. Maybe perhaps I talk a little smack when we're cooking, but no, like I said, we started cooking together. We didn't really cook too much this year. A lot of the summer we took off. It was hot.
Yeah.
Daughter was graduating. We had prom and graduation and some things going on. So we took some time off, but just recently we picked back up again, and we're trying, I guess, a new routine. So I'll make injections. He'll inject. I'll season up the meat. He'll get, wake up, get the fire started, start cooking. And then I come out and watch all the meat, see when it's done, pull it, sauce it, make sauce, do everything. So we've been doing pretty well. I think we went to Pearland a few weeks ago and we reserved. So that was the IBCA. And then we went and did a CBA in Manville, and he was like, hey, I'm gonna do pork. That's all I ask. Just let me do pork. I got this. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll do my stuff. You do pork, no problem. I think that day I was just teasing him, about fire management, that he was doing a really good job with fire management that was his job on our team. And he was like, oh, hell no, you know, like, so I teased him about that. And so awards come, you know, we get a chicken call, a rib call. And while he was cutting his pork, I tasted it. Corbin was around, Corbin Stone, and he tasted it. And we were kind of like, I don't know. It's okay, you know, like
Right.
not the best pork, but it was good. So it got a 6th place. He got a 6th place pork. And I was like, dang, imagine if your pork tasted like my perfect rib, you know, it might have been a little bit better. So I'm talking shit, like teasing. And then we got a brisket call. We got 3rd place brisket. So I was like, cool. So we GC'd and I messed with him the entire night. So I think Monday he's like, I need to put you in your place. Like, we need a battle. We need to go for it. So that's kind of what happened.
I got you.
I guess I talked a little too much, but.
Well, you know, I mean, here's the thing. You told him that his stuff wasn't no good, right? And apparently it wasn't no good. He calls you out, and then you showed him this is what good barbecue is, and this is what trash is. So,
No.
you know, and you just, I mean, it wasn't, I mean, it was a pretty bad beatdown from what I understood. So, you know, I mean, Adam, I don't know if you're in the room, brother, but, you know,
He ran out the room.
He ran out the room. You know, we can get you back on the camera. All she's got to do is flip that camera around, brother. So, Adam, where you at, man? He can step behind the screen. I love Adam. You know, I just
take this abuse.
Well, Adam Brooke, I love you, man. You are but just
I don't know because you're like all Team Michelle and stuff. So
well, I am Team Michelle. I mean, you know, I've been Team Michelle from the get go. I kept saying you don't have a chance against her, and you just, you know, nobody. You had your camp, and I think a bunch of us was in Michelle's camp. So yeah, Brian,
remember, she wanted it. She can get it in 4 meets. So I pull up. So the next CBA, it's on.
It's on.
Okay. Thanks for having me, Mike. Appreciate you.
All right, brother. You know I love you. Hey, if you can beat her, we'll get you on.
Let's go.
All right. Did Adam even make top 10? We got the first question.
No.
He didn't even make top 10?
No. There was 20 teams.
Three meets?
3 meets.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Adam, I'm sorry, brother. I didn't realize how bad it was. There's 20 teams. He didn't get top 10 in any of them?
He got a 10th rib.
He got a 10th rib. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, Adam. I love you, brother. Just don't call her out anytime soon. So, well, that's good. I'm glad to see that, you know, y'all are having fun. And I think that's the greatest thing. I mean, to get husband and wife teams involved in cooking and stuff like that. That's pretty good. I think Jordan's probably learned don't get Allie involved because I don't want to go against her. So just take it from advice. You know, you've seen what's happened with Adam here. So
Yeah.
has she ever, like, you know, you're doing things and kind of telling, you know, this ain't no good, you need to let me help you out, or is she a trash talker, or just kind of let you do your thing?
Allie builds the boxes.
Okay.
And she does. She's a lot better at presenting pork and brisket than I am. She can make a very, very, very pretty box.
Okay.
I'm pretty OCD when it comes to a cook, and she has admitted many times that I'm kind of crazy. So
Right.
yeah, so I don't know that she would. I don't know that she'd be up for it. Maybe I guess if I mouthed her a little bit, she might put the nose to the grind and see if she
Right.
beat me or not.
Yeah, let's don't do that though.
I don't want to try it because I really
No,
want to be like
no.
that in this show.
No, because if she beats you, you'll never, ever live it down. So
Right.
ask Adam. So, Brian Fox, that's the stinger. Hashtag sit down, Chucky. Oh, wow. All right, let's see what we got here from Gordon. Adam, I'm seeing a pattern with his male guests. Just ask James Dotson. Look, I'm just telling you, you know, James has kind of had them smack talks with Erica, and Erica's put him in his place. Michelle, I don't know if we can hear you, sweetie.
Yeah,
You
no, I
there?
was.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
talking to me. They're getting ready to head out the door.
I
So.
got you. I got you. So yeah, I mean, James has done the same thing with Eric, and Eric has put
Oh
him in
yeah.
his place more times than James will even tell you. She's a better cook than I am. Adam just hadn't come around long enough. Give him some time; he'll get there. So he should have used hot juices.
He should
Okay.
have.
Yeah, yeah. That's hilarious. All right, Allie. After 43 contests this year, we're too well old for me to try new stuff and get out of bed before 8 a.m. I love that. Way to go, Allie. There you go. Let him do all the work. I'll get up at 8. So, well, that's good. Well, what have y'all got planned, Michelle? I mean, all kidding aside, we love Adam. We love the little camaraderie between y'all, and I just thought it was great what Adam did. But I know y'all have got some amazing product. Have y'all got anything? Is he still there or is he already done took off?
No, he's not. He's not in the house.
He's not in the house. I mean, have y'all got anything new? I mean, I know y'all had a couple new things come out. Your boom is phenomenal. Your
Thank
chicken
you.
rub is phenomenal. So have y'all been working on new stuff or y'all just kind of staying where you
No,
was?
I don't feel like we need anything else. We're
Yeah.
A-Rubs, and it's we still do everything in house, and
Right.
so I kind of like it that way. I kind of like having my hands
Control
on
over everything.
everything and
Yeah.
having control of the product that we're putting out.
Right.
So no, so really right now we don't have really a need for another rub, so we're
Right.
kind
Right.
of
Just
rolling with what we have. Mhm.
That's good. That's good. All right. Well, what have you got on tap, Jordan? I mean, you had obviously 43 contests according to Allie this year, which you had just said. So, what have y'all got planned for the rest of this year? I mean, are you going to take a little time off, kind of get back into it, and then hit it hard and heavy again next year?
I'm not. I'm not real sure what we're gonna do. I know that I'm off this week, and then in a couple weeks I'm going to be going to the Atlanta Barbecue Store Classic, which is I've never been,
Right.
but I know that it's a really great run comp and it's a KCBS comp. So if I could, I've got with winning the Royal, I'm autoed into the Jack, but personally, I would like to see if I could get 7, just because I wanted to do that this year and I ended up with 6.
Right.
And going into this year, we had 3, so I needed to win 4. I only won 3, so I didn't get into the Jack. But I've got 4 for the Jack this year.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna see if there's a chance that I could get 3.
Yeah.
We know we're going, so
Right,
we're
right.
good with that. But
Right. You want to auto it in,
I
right?
would like to auto it in.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of it was a goal of mine this season, and I didn't get it. So
Yeah.
You're
close. You're close. Let's see. Brian has a question. Jordan, do y'all have to travel for y'all's? Do y'all all have to travel for y'all's contest? Do you have to do a lot of traveling, or is a lot of them pretty close? Or
No.
yeah.
I mean, we don't get me wrong. We have some. So we have spent a lot of time in Kansas City this year. I mean, we've kept Interstate 70 hot. Kansas City is like 5, depending, outskirts and whatnot. It's 5 to 6 hours. So and I know, like in Texas and whatnot, you can travel a lot further than that. But for us, I think we cooked in 13 states this year.
Wow.
We went to Dodge City, Kansas, which was 12 hours. We drove to New Jersey, which was with stops and everything, was like a 14-hour trip. We drove to Colorado. I mean, we pull a 40-foot trailer, gooseneck trailer.
Right.
So I mean, we're putting some miles on the road.
Yeah.
So yeah, we travel. It'd sure be nice if there was about 10, 15 that was within hour and a half or so, but
right.
It's not the case.
Yeah. That's interesting. Well, it's a grind, especially pulling a big trailer like that. It's nice to have the comfort, but at the same time, man, it's taxing pulling something that big, that long, and everything. I've got a 40-foot toy hauler as well. It's nice, but Yeah, man, you start
Plus,
making them long trips.
it pulls well. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Oh
Pulls
yeah.
but man, it's grueling. You know, it can get tough sometimes.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. Let's see. Love Janky Leg Barbecue. That's from Jay.
Hey, if
And,
you Jay Labello there, anyone he's one of our sponsors.
okay.
40 meat processing out of Highland, Illinois.
Okay.
He ships meat all across the country. Hands down, the best customer service in any industry, in my opinion.
So tell us a little bit about. Hey Jay, glad you popped on. So does he have like brisket ribs on all your stuff? So
Everything. Yep. So he carries Prairie Fresh Prime, Naturals, golly.
Snake River.
No, he carries Marble Ridge. So
Okay, yeah.
they're
Yeah.
they're one of the main providers for Marble Ridge. They have a great relationship with Tim Shear.
Yeah.
And then thighs, legs. I mean, they've really in the last year and a half or so, they have really upped their game as far as just becoming kind of nationally known and have built a lot of really good relationships with everyone in barbecue. And I'm pretty sure they're shipping to some people in Texas, but just great people.
Allie says Compart too.
I don't believe it. I think they can get it, but I don't think they carry it.
They don't carry it. More Prairie Fresh. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And it's Springer Mountain.
Springer Mountain. Okay, Springer Mountain Chicken. Chelsea Davis, when he goes alone next year, he can maybe do that. So let's see what she said. I didn't get the. Do you want on a canopy cook sometime soon?
If you don't know who Chelsea Davis is, her and her husband and their daughter are Razor X Barbecue out of Arkansas.
Yep, Razor X.
One of the best cooks in the country, and they have simplicity mastered. They pull in with a Jambo and a pop-up tent and a table, and put it on people every week.
Wow.
Yeah, he is hands down one of the best in the country.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. Yeah. I don't know if I got a chance to cook with Razor Rex. Were y'all at the BCA cook-off? And maybe she can answer if
they just won the Royal Oak Invitational.
The Royal Oak Invitation. I knew they got that. So yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Correct. We can get Compart, not stocked yet. Not stocked. Next year it will be stocked. Okay. Hey Jay, man, why don't you drop a link? If you got go ahead, man. If you want to put a link to your website, how we can find you, and drop it in the chat, man. I'm fine with that. I always like to give people more opportunities to be able to find meats and stuff like that. I mean, we do a lot with Raider Red Meats. They're one of our partners on Barbecue Champs. So man, we send a ton of flipping people to them. So we got a pretty big broad audience and a mass amount of customers. So, but if you want to go ahead and drop that in, we're perfectly fine with that. So, can we inject in the trailer sometime? So,
no. He's injected in my trailer twice. And one of the prompts, and I'm like, "You're done.
You're done.
Stay out in the rain. Stay out in the rain."
That is funny. Let's see. Mike Bryce, Carolyn, and I had front row seats to the Adam and Michelle saga this weekend, and it was a lot of fun. The smack talk was good. All right. So, that's pretty fun. So, anyway. Well, yeah, that's pretty cool. So you've got somebody at all your meats is trimmed. It comes to you, it's ready. You don't have to fool with any of that kind of stuff. Or do you just get the meats?
I trim.
You trim the meats. Okay. All right.
Can't get him talked into that.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, just being able to have a source where you can get Springer Mountain and good Prairie Fresh stuff, and man, Marble Ridge briskets. I've never cooked one, but man, I've seen some pictures of them, and Tim's got some really good cattle. That's all I'm going to say is some good stuff. So
that's probably one of the biggest, just benefits that we had, and a lot of teams in the country dealing with Corey. They do well at, Jay does a great job of selecting.
Right.
He selected all. I mean, I showed him what I want, beginning of the season, and we kind of tweaked some things, but
right.
for the
Give,
probably 95%, he picked all of my meat for the whole year.
right. Just tell him what you want. He's good about knowing what you're looking for,
Yeah.
and then gets it to you. That makes it nice. That makes
Yep.
it nice. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, that's a pretty cool story. You know, it's always cool to hear how people are doing things, where they're getting stuff from. Your journey coming into this year looks like it's going to be pretty cool. So you always want to show that it's not a fluke. You know, we did good. We're going to at least show you it wasn't a fluke. We're going to roll out and do it again. So
I don't know if we'll be able to do it again, but
right, yeah, but you're going to at least show your contender. Hey, you got 4 GCs already this year, and that was since August. So that's a pretty good accomplishment right there. So, are you cooking Houston?
I am.
Okay, so you first.
It's right before our baby is due.
Okay.
So I told him,
Just
keep him in there.
keep it in the oven just a little longer here. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever cooked in Texas before?
Never.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to be practicing half chickens. I don't even know I have no idea what I'm going to do.
Yep.
But I'm gonna give her a swing, you know.
There you go. Michelle, what about you? Are y'all going to be cooking the Houston again this year?
Yeah, we'll be there. We may cook on 2 separate teams for Houston.
I got you. Yeah, probably be a good idea.
How that works out.
Yeah. Are y'all cooking for somebody, or was y'all able to get in and cook?
No, we'll cook for someone.
You'll cook for someone. So Adam will go cook for someone. You'll cook maybe the same team, but you're going to cook another protein.
Maybe, yeah.
Where at least you can get that way, y'all can at least get 1 or 2 walks, depending on how many proteins they let you cook. I got you. So I got you. Let's see who else we got. They have all Marble Ridge products. Okay. All right, so you're cooking the Houston Livestock Show. Both of y'all are cooking Houston. Well, that's pretty cool. If anybody's got any questions, man, now's a good time to drop them in the chat. So I don't want to just keep trying to come up with everything, but we talked about a lot. We've heard how Janky Leg got the name and everything else, and what he's going to end up doing for this year. And while y'all doing that, we are going to do a little trivia question here, and this is kind of something that Michelle had posted that I thought this would be kind of cool. So, a lot of people really love the little camaraderie between Adam and Michelle. We think they're great. And so for the trivia question, and you may have to do a little digging to get the answer on this, but whoever gets it right first gets our backyard barbecue classes. We'll give you all 20 of our classes. We'll put them in an account if you've already got an account. If you don't have an account, we will create an account for you, and then we will add the classes to it. So here's the question. Michelle and Adam have went head-to-head several times. So the first person that can post the scorecard of who's got the most wins and what those are, we'll see if anybody can get this. Whoever can get the right answer first, I want to know how many wins Michelle has. I want to know how many wins Adam has. And the first one that gets it, oh, man, well, just like that. Holy crap. Well, that took like about 3 seconds. Miss Amy, Crooked Crown Cookers here. Apparently, that's a fan of Michelle's right there. So, Miss Amy, you have got it. Carolyn, too late. She is on the ball. So... Amy, I will make sure that you get those accounts. I'm pretty sure you got a class from us, so you have made no mistake about or no bones about posting about Barbecue Champs Academy, and thank you so much, sweetie, for doing that. We always appreciate it. I will drop those all-access backyard barbecue class into your account. They are phenomenal. There's some great recipes in there. And especially coming up with the holidays, we got an awesome port and wine brine ham that's in there. We got an amazing turkey that's in there as well. So plus a whole bunch of other stuff. So I will get those into your class, into your account here, either sometime tonight or first thing in the morning, sweetie. But congratulations. Yes, that's the scorecard. Michelle's got 6 and Adam's got 4. All right. So let's see. Someone give us some tips for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Yep, we can help you with that. That's for sure. So, Heath, glad to have you on here with us tonight, Heath. We appreciate you being here. Chelsea, are you doing classes? we'll find out more about that. So, Jordan, what about Omaha contest in January? So there's a big contest in January.
I would say that's going to be pretty cold, and I probably won't do that.
You're going to pass on that.
If I'm going to do any in January, I think I might go. We went 2 years ago to Florida in January, and that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, when we went to Florida, my aunt lives right where the contest was, and the whole week before, she's like, it's 80 and beautiful, and it's the greatest thing ever. So I went down there in shorts, and it was winter, and I was like, we were sitting at awards. I had a blanket on me. I was like, this is the coldest thing. I'm in flip flops. It was
miserable. Yeah.
I think I might. I've really kicked around the idea of going back and doing 1 or 2 in Florida.
I got you. Yeah, pretty cool place to cook. So we never got a chance, but it seems like it's a pretty good place to cook down there. All right, so Allie was kind enough to drop the link in so you can go check out all the different meats and things that they've got as well. So let's see what she's got here. Dang, Skippy, Michelle is our girl. So we've already got an answer to the question. It was 6-4. The first one that popped it up was Amy. And here's another question. Jordan, what is the key to being successful at KCBS barbecue?
Well, I can give you my opinion. The guy who asked the question, he knows all the answers to that.
Right.
You don't know who Bill Hyan is with Triple H. You know, he's a world champion. He won the Royal.
Right.
He is a hell of a cook in his own right. But I think, being consistent is probably the most important thing in KCBS. Finding a flavor profile that's not too offensive. A lot of the times in the Kansas City area, they like it pretty sweet.
Right.
And just, making sure that you know your textures and not trying to rewrite the handbook, whenever I think rewriting playbook, whenever something doesn't hit, and I am guilty,
Yeah.
I think that the last couple of years for us is really just, we kind of know what we're looking for, and just being able to be consistent week in and week out and being able to adjust on the fly. This past weekend we cooked the competition, the double we did, and it was freezing cold. I mean, rain, you got to take into account all the things, holding your meat properly. When you pull it out of your pit and you're checking it, how cold it is, how quick your meat is going to tighten up on you. So all those little details I think matter. Mm-hmm. And just kind of being aware of your surroundings and knowing how to adjust your cook based off of that.
Yeah.
I think is probably.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Kevin says he'll be glad to wash some dishes for everybody at the Houston Rodeo. Are any of y'all, here's another question, any of y'all going to World Food Championship?
I don't believe so.
No, not going to, Michelle. Okay. And let's see, is there anywhere you should cook to practice for the Houston Rodeo? Yeah, come to Texas. That's the best thing that I can tell you. Come to Texas.
I think is a little different. Like when we cook Houston, I even change my rib for rodeo versus what I cook during comp. So it's
a little different.
So I'm the blind leading the blind here. So when you're cooking, brisket and ribs, I'm going to have to learn chicken, but I know that in CBA, everything is fork based, right? Fork and knife.
Mm-hmm.
Fork and knife.
So is that kind of the same concept? You want it that tender?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's got to be tender. Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. Michelle?
For chicken, it's a half chicken, but you can put like slices and pieces and things in there as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you can break the chicken down?
Yeah, you have to turn in a half chicken, I believe, but you can add
slices.
The other half.
You can put sliced breast meat in there if you want
breast
to as
and
well.
other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Michelle, you go to a barbecue competition. There's one thing that you absolutely have to carry with you. You have to have it for your cook. What's it going to be? It's got to be under $100.
Charcoal, Texas original charcoal.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Texas original charcoal. All right. Jordan, you're going to a competition. You got to have one thing that's going to help you with your cook. It's got to be under $100. What is it that you can't do without?
I got to have a spritz bottle.
You got to have a spritz bottle. There you go.
Offset, you can offset. You can really dry it out.
Yeah. A lot. You cook on a Jambo?
I cook on an Outlaw.
You cook on an Outlaw. That's right. I saw some pictures. That's right. You cook on an Outlaw.
I cook on an Outlaw, and then all of my meats hit a gateway drum.
Okay. So all your meat goes on the Outlaw. That's a good question. So everything you cook's on the Outlaw, on the offset?
So I cook my big meats predominantly on the Outlaw.
Okay.
I cook chicken on a gateway drum.
Okay.
Start my ribs on a gateway drum and finish them off on the Outlaw.
Okay, that's cool. What do y'all cook on, Michelle? Y'all still cooking drums?
Yeah, we cook on drums.
What brand y'all cooking?
We have a couple of Brooks drums. We have a short rib drum smoker, and I have a baby gateway for my chicken, a little 30-gallon.
Oh, a little baby gateway. Okay. Is that what you cook your chicken on?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're not going to ask Adam what he cooks his on. So anyway, apparently it didn't do very well. So. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see what we got here. Any Texas comps? They all use half chickens. Yeah, that's pretty much IBCA, Lone Star, Outlaw, CBA. Now, CBA, you do have your option. You can cook anything. It doesn't matter. You can cook legs, you can cook thighs, you can cook wings, you can cook halves. So they just made that rule change last year in December. So, G-Man, what's going on, buddy? Glad to have you with us tonight. And glad you came to the show. So, well, look, man, we had a great time tonight. I appreciate both of y'all being on our podcast tonight. It looks like we got about 40 folks on here right now. I'm sure we'll get lots of views after this is over with. So maybe a baseball game going on tonight. I didn't even check to see. So anyway, but I want to always give everybody a chance to thank your sponsors and stuff like that. Michelle, we'll go with you. You certainly got any sponsors? I know you already gave Joey Machado a plug with Texas Charcoal. Looks like he's got some great product and probably the hardest working man in barbecue right there. There's no doubt. So who do you want to give a shout out to your sponsors? Yeah,
I mean, we don't really have too many. Joey Machado, Texas Original Charcoal, the barbecue store. They've supported us for a while. And my mom, she's probably like my biggest sponsor.
There you go. That's
without a
awesome.
doubt. She's she's like, cook, I got your meat, or cook, I got this, or
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Jordan coming just to hang with Bill Purvis, and he'll teach us the way to go. That's it.
That'll work.
That'll work. Let's see. Rangers are up 5-0. I figured there was probably some people watching baseball. Texas Original Charcoal, best in the game. There you go. Let's see what else. Exactly. And he will bring you tortillas. That's awesome. All right, Jordan, you're up, brother. Anybody that you want to thank?
My two main sponsors, Cordy Meat Processing, like I was telling you, and then Tim and Terry Shearer with Blues Hog. They have taken care of me since we started. Just really great people. Those are my two sponsors, but just a few people in general that have really a lot of good friends. That when you're cooking a bunch and you don't realize how much. I mean, you obviously do have an aunt, but I never realized how much rub I went through. I'm like, this is awful.
Yeah.
So really just a few people that just real quick, not to take up too much time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Chase and Mary with Smoke This Mo barbecue sauce. They have been a huge help. Chris Schaefer with Heavy Smoke, his white and black label. Drew Davis, All Day Rubs are amazing, and they've really helped us out. And then Mark Williams with Swine Knife. If you don't know who that is, he has some amazing rubs, and his beef rub is it's one of the, if not the best beef rub in the market, in my opinion.
Wow. Okay.
And then we buy a lot of our product through the barbecuesuperstore.com and Atlanta Barbecue Store. Those guys do a really good job, just getting the product out to
everything to you. Yeah.
You don't think about it, but man, it's like I cannot tell you the number of times on a Monday.
Yeah.
I make sauces and injections, and I'm like, shit.
I'm out. Yeah.
I'm looking at Allie, and I'm like, we got to get it, you know.
Yeah.
We're
Call
going
them up.
in the direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before you get on the horn and you're calling all your friends, is there any chance you have a half a cup of this? You know?
Yes. I just need just a little. So,
But,
well,
yeah.
that's absolutely great. Well, huge congratulations to you, Jordan, you and Allie. That is phenomenal season that you had. A lot of wins, 6 grand champions, the American Royal World Champion in the Open, to be able to be the KCBS Team of the Year. Absolutely outstanding. Huge congratulations to you, man. And best of luck for you this coming year as well. So, I hope everybody's enjoyed our show. It's really great. Thank you, Michelle, for taking a little time as well for you to come in. And congratulations on your victory over hubby this weekend. Just keep it up. And y'all always keep us entertained. Y'all are such a great couple. And we love you guys in barbecue for what y'all do as well. So I hope everybody's had a lot of fun. We've enjoyed it. We're heading over to Denton, Texas this weekend for a barbecue cook-off ourselves. So gonna go over there and have a little fun and hang with all of our barbecue family. And as we always close out our classes, we're gonna close this one out the same way. Y'all go out there,